Alright, y'all. It's your man Jaguar Old Mac. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have one of these, which is like a burner for incense, for natural herbs, a charcoal burner, um, you can. It's always good to have one of those. Mine made of brass. You can usually find them at like, any store that pretty much sell candles and botanicals or whatever. If they do, other than that, you might have to order one online or something if you can't find it. It's basically for, like I say, you place your charcoal on it. You know what I'm saying? For whenever you want to burn your herbs, that's like a natural, way of making it an incense. As far as an offering, that's how they used to do in the temples anyway. They used to use that for the offerings. But if you don't have that, like I say, just get your ashtray. Get you like some salt. It can be regular salt. You know what I'm saying? Place that charcoal disc on top of that salt. Like you want to build like a mound of salt and just place that charcoal disc on that salt, because the salt ain't gonna burn. So if you just have to bootleg it like that, you can. But in the meantime, let me show y'all these herbs. Um, Let y'all know I'm official. You know what I'm saying? These are some of the herbs that I have. You know what I'm saying? Of course, got that mugwort. You can use that. Put some of that in your cigar or your pipe or whatever if you got one. This periwinkle, centerleaves, goldenrod, basil, of course. You know what I'm saying? Red cloves. Um, I got let me see what this is. There's some more red cloves. Cilantro leaves. Like I say, more of the periwinkle. That's horsetail. This is spearmint. You know what I'm saying? I got some roots too. There's some burdock root. Now, usually the roots you usually like use mostly for medicinal purposes because they roots. And as far as like burning them, it's you really want to mix down your herbs as you burn them. So this right here, a mortise and pestle, however they said. That's what I use to churn mine with. You know what I mean? Bam. Yeah, that's my gecko right there too, y'all. From South America, from the mountains of Peru. So yeah, he smoke. Look him up whenever you get the chance. Ekeko, Ekeko. And look at the history of him and how he was made and how he came about, cause it's an interesting story. You know what I'm saying? So back to the herbs. Angelica root. Like I said, y'all see, man. There's plenty of it. There's some of this. I can't never pronounce that. It's sarsaparilla, but it's more like a protection and like love herb. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And then I got some sage, uva ursa leaves, witch hazel, some more goldenrod. You know what I'm saying? Stevia. Now stevia is a natural sweetener that you can use for when you want to brew your teas. You know what I'm saying? If you want to brew teas or whatever, use stevia instead of sugar. You know what I'm saying? You might want to add a little cinnamon because that's natural too. But stevia is an actual natural plant that's a natural sweetener. And it also helps circulate the blood. So, like I say, that's I'm just showing y'all what I got right now. There's so many in here. Black walnut, you know what I'm saying? I got ginseng, you know what I'm saying? These are sesame seeds, you know. And with everything I'm showing y'all, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff on Google to look up for as spiritual purposes or medicinal. Because when you into this, you know what I'm saying, you want to be a healer also. You know what I'm saying? And of course, use it for your magical purposes. Now in this tote, you know what I'm saying? I got some calendula, or calendula, however you say it. You know what I'm saying? some of the same stuff is in this one. I'm just letting y'all know I'm loaded up. Parsley, lavender, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what else we got here. Wood, botany. I got thyme leaves grounded up. Chamomile. You know what I'm saying? That's chamomile powder. I got flowers also. You know what I'm saying? I got flowers also. Chickweed. You know what I'm saying? What's this right here? I think this is like some I think that's some type of, I don't know, I'm gonna have to check. See if the label fell off. That's some rose. You know what I'm saying? This is black salt, y'all. Get you some black salt and use black salt for unwanted people or spirits. You know what I'm saying? You keep this around your house, or if it's somebody you don't want coming back to your house, you can just toss it out the house whenever they leave. And trust me, it works. Don't cry. You know what I'm saying? This is good for like women with menopause. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some more parsley. I got allspice. Fenugreek. Fenugreek is good, especially for mothers who do breastfeeding, because it allows the baby to actually get a good detox while fenugreek is in the mother's system. You know what I'm saying? So you can use that for when you know, got a cold or whatever. The ginkgo leaf, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, everything I'm showing y'all, it's all on Google, because you know I got a list of what they all do, but I'd rather y'all see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Valerian root. Valerian root is a great one for when you need to, you know, get some good sleep, or for some cases, certain people may not be, you know, be able to use valerian root because it may raise their high blood pressure. And that's another thing. When you're using these herbs for medicinal purposes, you want to, you know what I'm saying, you want to make sure that if you're doing it for yourself or for anybody else, that, you know, they're not allergic to what you're giving them. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to use it for helping somebody, you want to ask them, do you know if you're allergic to any of these type of herbs or whatever? Because some of these herbs people are allergic to. So just keep that in mind, and you may be allergic to it. So when you're taking it medicinally, or even when you're burning it, you know what I'm saying, it may affect you. It may, some of the herbs may, you know, stop your breath or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes your nasal passage swell up or whatever. It can do other kind of things, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on how the allergic reaction is. So just keep that in mind. These are elderberries, you know what I'm saying? That's good for like teas and stuff like that. But either way, you know what I'm saying, you want to use this stuff for, you know what I'm saying, your way of expression, the way you want to do, you know, your offerings. You know what I'm saying? It's not a specific way to do everything. Now, the key is, one of the best keys is whatever herbs you decide to use, you know what I'm saying, and pay attention to whether it's masculine or feminine, because you want to put the masculine and feminine together to create balance. So whenever you using your herbs, just keep in mind which ones are masculine and which one is feminine. Now, you can do all masculine and you can do all feminine, but the best way for a potion, especially for an incense, you ask me, is to balance it with a masculine and a feminine type herb. But you can use all masculine or all feminine. It's not gonna do any harm, because your intention is the key to all of this. Your intentions, whatever your intentions is to using whatever herb, of course you're gonna see what the herb does spiritually in order for you to enhance or attract what you're trying to apply or whatever. So just keep in mind that, you know, hey, you know, you want to make it as balanced as possible as far as like dualship, because there are masculine and feminine plants. So, and like I say, it's just showing y'all, you know, more that I have, you know what I'm saying, some of the stuff that's already, you know what I'm saying? This is more like my old batch. Some hyssop and, you know what I'm saying? This right here is my cinnamon. You know what I mean? I got a bag open up so I don't have a problem. My children went off in this thing. You know what I'm saying? White willow bark. You know what I'm saying? It's the powder. You know what I mean? The label kind of coming off of it or whatever. I'll let y'all see it though, cause you know what I'm saying? I'm not a liar. That's why I'm just showing y'all basically, you know, that I do have the herbs and I do practice this, and I've been using this for, I say, going on about 6 years now. Just, you know what I'm saying, thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I say, I'm just trying to get y'all to it. You know what I'm saying? Catnip for y'all who have cats and stuff like that. Give your cats catnip. You ain't got to give them a whole lot. Just give them some in their food, and that's how they bond with you. And they can communicate with you, and you'll sense when people come around if they okay or not. You and that cat will have that bond. Trust me, it works, y'all. Because this is our shit. I'm just going to keep it real like that. You know what I'm saying? This is cloves. This is the powder form of cloves. You know what I'm saying? Cloves smell about like cinnamon, but it does some specific things. You know what I'm saying? That's some more red cloves. Like I say, these are just extra bags that, you know what I'm saying, from, like I said, I got plenty of herbs. That's more rosebud, that's more well, that patchouli. You see all my patchouli, you know what I'm saying? Patchouli is almost gone. You know what I'm saying? So I just really just showing y'all the you know what I'm saying, that I do have these herbs, and like I say, I mix them. So I'm not gonna give no heavy pointers on how you should use it, because I want y'all to look and see for yourself, because you may have your own unique way of how you want to blend your herbs. So, you know, and it's good, you know, to learn and see for yourself. But I will give you that cinnamon does almost everything. And I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all like that, man. Cinnamon does almost everything, man. If you want to just burn cinnamon, or just keep cinnamon in your mojo bags or whatever, even when you're doing it for medicinal purposes, you want to add cinnamon to your teas, because cinnamon actually helps the herb, you know, property that you're looking for travel to where it needs to go. Also, cayenne pepper, you know what I'm saying? Spices are more so of a booster when you're using your herbs. So, like I said, I'm not trying to hold y'all too long. If you want a good book to learn about our herbs, the Western Hemisphere Encyclopedia of American Indians. That book was sent to me by the autonomous one. It's a good book that I wouldn't mind referring y'all to. And if you want that book, just drop, you know, a comment and send me your email or whatever, and we'll link up like that. You know what I'm saying? I may just even give my phone number to the right people who do want to, you know, get into what our ancestors was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is part of it. So, you know, I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. Y'all just stay up, and, you know what I'm saying, if you got any questions, just leave them in a comment, man. But if anything, do your own research on this, and get ready. And let's do it. Let's power up, y'all. It's what they waiting on us to do. This is part of our spiritual protection and our spiritual ailments to keep us progressing, and you know what I'm saying, so we can move forward, because, you know, we already outnumbered with weapons and stuff. So we got to use what we know, our nature, our, you know what I'm saying, animals and plants and insects, that is, you know, as much as we possibly can to be on our side. And you can use these herbs and natural oils to do so also. And I do have natural oils. I prefer you know, this company. It's under iherb.com. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of natural oils. You know what I'm saying? And this is just, let me show y'all right quick what a batch look like when I blend it up. Excuse my house too. I know it's a little junky, but hey, I'm trying to get straight to it for y'all. This is a batch blended up that I blended. You know what I'm saying? You want to make it look as dirt as possible. You want to make it almost look like dust. You know what I'm saying? So y'all see some of that is still whole. I'm going to go back in it. You know what I'm saying? Take some of them sticks out and bust it down some more. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just let me know what's up, man. I need feedback so I can know exactly, you know, how you want to go at it, how to respond to y'all, man. So your boy, your man, Jaguar Old Mac. Peace and progression, y'all.